You now rockin' with the best. You know it's way better than the rest. Repeat that and say it with your chest. Broadway, you know I got the crazy flow. And I brought the bars to the Bar Critic Show on non-fiction radio. You gotta love it. How we going straight to the top, nothing above it. I'm a monster, so of course shout out the monster. Every track I hop on, yeah, I go bonkers.
DNA versus TAY ROC. I want to jump right in.
Go ahead, do you?
Oh man, now when I was there, because I was in the building.
Okay.
You know, I'm a big joker, so my back started hurting, man, all that standing up. So I went downstairs and got me some pizza, some water.
Got your grub on.
You know what I mean? Sat down in little chairs over there by the little concession stand or whatever. And it was feeling good sitting down. So I ain't feel like getting up. So I didn't really get a chance to, like, you know, I really couldn't talk slick about the battle or whatever because I really ain't see it. Like the full thing. I just heard what everybody was saying on the way out and stuff like that. And I mean, yo, that was crazy. TAY ROC this, DNA that, blah, blah, blah. So I was anticipating watching this jump. Even though I was in the building, I did not see it. So I was like, yo, I need to see this shit. So I got my own personal hype built up behind it. You know what I mean? Now, in the meantime, though, all the people that did see it, you know, that was upstairs that did it, I'm gonna keep it real. They made it seem like mad one-sided. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into that part yet, but they made it seem one-sided, like, you know, somebody just, you know, beat somebody down bad. I'm like, damn, that's serious.
Okay.
I can't wait to see this, yo. I want to see this. I wanted to see the beating. You know what I mean? Keeping it 100.
All right.
So now when I actually watched it, it wasn't as bad as everybody made it seem, or it was one-sided as everybody made it seem to me. Now I could see how it was one-sided in the building, because based on what I was watching, one person was getting way more crowd reaction than the other. Yeah. They was loving TAY ROC, bro.
Yeah, I watched it on footage. I wasn't there, but yeah, it was obvious of that. I was mad about that though.
What that?
Yeah, that it was so one-sided like that. Well, I'll talk about it, but
no, I feel you.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say
that made it crazy. Like,
yeah, I just want to say this. You know, if they don't feel somebody, they don't feel somebody. That's just what it is. You can't get around it. But I don't know why they wasn't giving him more cheers. Maybe it's DNA. How DNA was carrying himself, his personality into it.
What?
Maybe the flow. I'm just trying to figure why.
Like what? He cocky?
I don't.
Like he cocky?
Well, at that time he was very cocky.
I'm saying what? That's who you are.
Nah.
You gotta bring yourself to. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel you. Trust me. I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay.
You know, you gotta. You know. I'm just trying to figure out why they was being one-sided against him. You know what I mean? Also, the bars was there. Yo, his first round, yo, he was going in. Like, and nobody was saying nothing. Nothing.
He didn't want to react to nothing.
Yo, and he was going in.
He was.
He was fucking going in. The bars was there.
This, so this is good.
We never talk about it because I don't want to get it out. I want it to be fresh. Now, I mean, you know how he is.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So, like, this nigga was, he was barring him down, keeping it real. Like, DNA had crazy bars, yo, for real. So, what I'm carefully doing is trying to pick apart people reasons for not fucking with DNA. Like, this is what my objective is at this moment. Like, why? Because he did have his little down spurt where nobody wasn't really fucking with him.
Yeah.
He wasn't delivering up the par and everything. So I'm like, all right. And then he been slowly back on some sort of uphill run right now. Never getting bad
battle. Who that?
Which one?
Will battle and
that was a good battle. But even before that, the one with Prez Mafia.
Yeah, Prez. That's what I'm about to say. That one. So he been stepping up, showing up.
Exactly. Yeah, he been getting better. He's been getting better since K-Shine did what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
He's been getting basically better. You know what I mean? You can't win them all. That's just what it is. But you know what I mean? he been doing better. And this one, bar wise, he did excellent.
Yeah.
At least in the first round, though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me slow it down.
We getting excited.
Right. Let's pump it.
First round, he was on point. He was there.
And he got no reaction, though. I understand that. Like, he deserved a lot of reactions in that first round.
I think that affected his drive to continue going on with the battle. Like his enthusiasm. Like when he went there, he was like, "Yo, I got this written. I know I'm gonna rip him."
Right.
You know what I mean? He threw a little free in there, but you know what I mean. Basically, he felt like, "Yo, I'm ready." And then by the crowd reaction, he like, "Yo, these niggas still not loving me." Like,
well, you gotta not worry about that because. I mean, you're right though. I'm not saying you're right as he did that, but you're right that could have happened. And
that's what it seemed like to me.
No, I feel you, and that could have slowed him down if it did happen. But if just in case that is what happened, and it's just across the board for anybody, you can't never let the crowd reaction dictate your energy level. You know what I mean? But so many battle rappers definitely do, and that's why they fall short and lose sometimes. So they do that. So, but anyway, this nigga, he was killing it first round. Like, he was saying some hard bars. I'm not a bar rememberer most of the time, so like this nigga was killing it. He had some hard bars coming through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, he might have even edged the first round. You know what I mean? It was first round was very debatable. Period, point blank. Like if you give it to Tay, I'm not gonna be mad, but. You cannot count DNA out, dog. His first round was crazy.
With the first round, DNA brought up Tay Roc's little slogan he saying in between, like that's light. Okay, that brought that to the surface for me. Okay, and Tay Roc, I think he overdid it with that's light and didn't pay attention to performing his first round as smooth as it should have went in my opinion.
I didn't see it like that. Nah, and you know what's crazy? Because my wife said the same thing you said. Keep it real. She said the same thing. Oh, he getting on my nerves because he keeps saying that's light.
Nah, I wasn't getting on my nerves. I was just not on my nerves type of thing. But like, just go on. Like,
Right. But I guess that's why I was getting on my nerves because she wanted him to keep going.
Let me feel you more about delivering your punches and.
But
you know what I mean?
It was the crowd. The crowd was making him stop.
I feel that too.
And then all he's saying is like, "Dang, y'all acting like dang, that's light." That's all he just kept saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep going crazy. I can't finish this, but that's light. Let me finish.
And I mess with Tay Roc heavy.
Right.
Like you know that. Right. So for his first round was like, I'm like, yo, just do it, man. I'm watching. I'm like, just go, like, cause I want to hear it.
But he can't go no further or faster.
Then the crowd was going
exactly.
But some of
it though, he was kind of letting them.
Overtake him.
Yeah, but he said he wanted that though. But like if you really pay attention to what he was saying, like he was like, I know. Like somebody else told him to something, or one of his hype men or something said something to him. He's like, no, I'm gonna let them eat.
Yeah, I heard that part too.
And stuff like that. So all that do is send up flags and signals that he wanted the crowd to do what they was doing because that was going to help him look better.
But I also heard him say something. I seen him say something. He was like, he don't think his performance was as good as it could have been himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said that himself. So you know what I mean? Like, not to take no light around, because I mess with him. Like it's only a few I mess with, but DNA, he was doing his shit to me. You know what I mean? And it felt like the further they got on, like they both had rebuttals for what each other was saying and whatever. But it seemed like as it was going on, he didn't want to go as hard no more. And the last round, Tay Roc, he was just in his element then.
Yeah. Because he had, look, you think about it, everything that was going on just built his ego up round after round after round. So by the time the third round, and then it was kind of DNA was declining, and he was just inclining. You know what I mean? And then it was like, yo, I'm gonna swallow him whole right now in the third round, and that's basically what happened. But I feel like DNA needed a lot more props. I needed these people to really recognize his bars, at least for the first round. You know what I mean? Now, what I do want to say is, after I was paying attention to DNA, the way he was flowing, I kind of stopped feeling it.
Word.
The way he kept doing it, like his flow is like it's the same. You know, most battle rappers got the same flow anyway. That they spit in a certain formula. You know what I mean, when they do their stuff. Anyway, excuse me. But as he continued, it did start to like, oh man, I'm just getting tired of hearing that same flow. Maybe that's because I'm used to the freestyling DNA that go off a little bit and is able to switch up in the middle and make it go high, low, and around the corner, you know what I mean, with it, you know what I mean? And maybe I was anticipating that or expected that, you know what I mean? But, salute the boy Swag in the building.
What's going on? How you
feel that promo, bro?
You know what I mean?
Alright, thanks.
But, on the real though, like, I feel like what's really going on with him, with DNA is, like he's been doing it for so long, you know what I mean? And he's had his highs, he hit his lows. I feel like he's transforming over to the bad guy. You know that bad guy in battle rap?
Everybody
exactly. I think he's taking that bad guy role now in battle rap. I think that's where he headed with it right now. You know what I mean? So we gonna see what that like, cause the bad guys, they get paid just to come up and people to not like him.
Exactly.
Basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they get paid big bucks, you know what I mean?
But I hope it don't be a thing to where it be like, niggas just don't want to see him no more type of attitude, you know what I mean? Cause
I think he got a while for that to happen.
Oh, alright, cause that'd be whack, you know what I mean? Cause he got bars,
he decent. I really feel like he's still, personally though, I really feel like DNA needs to reinvent itself.
Yeah.
Still, I think he needs to
reinvent
itself.
Because you just said what you just said.
No, man, he needs to reinvent himself. So, no, I mean, that I really think he needs to do, reinvent himself. I think what he did was in the middle of coming into who he was so-called, quote-unquote, falling off me a little bit. And then, after he was doing that, he was like, oh man, I gotta go back to the old me. Know what I mean? And then he started looking good when he went back to the quote-unquote old him. But I feel like he should have just finished his transformation. You know what I mean? No, for real.
Back and forth. Oh, you're not referring to that battle where he was talking about where he was wearing this tube, then you like, nah, he ain't wearing this tube.
No, that was the start of it though.
Yeah,
no, but that was but that's the start of it though.
Yeah.
That's the start of it though. Yeah. That was the start of it. He could have kept going. He could have just kept going. I'm talking about he was reinventing himself, and then when K-Shine did what he did, that battle, that whole battle, it was like, he's like, yo, fuck that, I gotta do something different. So I guess he probably, maybe, I'm just, thinking that he might have, studied his own old game tapes and went back to that. Okay. You know what I mean? But I think he should have finished his transformation, and then we would have just came up with the, like, cause you can't stay the same forever. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely.
That's it, man. And now let me talk about, cause I'm really dragging this out about DNA. Let me talk about TAY ROC, man. Now TAY ROC, different breed, different type person, different situation. We seen where he always had the heart from the beginning, and never was scared. And we seen where he, quote unquote, lost to Charlie back in the day. Well, he did. I don't want to say it like it was the baby.
Like he just whooped his.
But no, he did whoop him. He did whoop him back in the day. Back in the day, the first time he battled. Know what I mean? When he was in the lion's den. Know what I mean? Okay. So he got his butt whooped. That's just what it was. But it's all good though.
Man, I still like Tay from that, man. I still like the way.
I mean, liking him ain't got nothing to do with it. Talking about it. He got his butt whooped though. Know what I mean? So, like, I seen him though on the incline since then, being very, very consistent, making it debatable with some of my favorites. You feel what I'm saying? He made it debatable when he rematched Charlie. He made it debatable when he battled B Magic. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's on the killing spree. Like I feel like he can make it debatable with anybody he goes against. At the very least, he can probably make it debatable with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he came into his own. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. When I first heard, I'm like, yo, I felt like he was always reaching. I didn't know what it was reaching at the time. That's what we came up with now. That's our term for it nowadays is reaching. But at the time, I was like, yo, huh? What do you mean? How's he putting it together? How he put that together? But everybody got their own thought patterns. So once I learned them, after I was learning them and I seen what he was putting together, I was like, yo, this nigga off the meat rack, yo. He's mad creative, like he think different. And at the same time, he was getting better at what he did, and he perfected it so he could deliver it and put it together better too. Yeah, you feel me? And that's just all what happened with that, my nigga. Like, Tay Roc is on the killing spree. I feel like he should get anybody he asked for. You know, based on what his, like, I ain't seen him utter mother or stutter one time in battle rap. You feel what I'm saying? As long as he can keep that, yo, he's like, he's headed for the GOAT, almost. You know what I mean? He's headed that direction. Not, and no disrespect to him, not to say that he will ever get it, but he's definitely. No, he might get it though. I'm not taking it away from him neither. I'm not saying either one. But all I know is the path that he's walking is in that direction though. You feel what I'm saying? To be arguably like the best because he never stuttered, because of how he progressed. Sometimes it's not that you got in so great and just remained so great and then ended your career. No. You know what I mean? That's not the great. The greats don't do that. The greats, you can see their progression. See, I think the reason why the crowd feel him is because they watched him grow. They watched him come from the underdog to being he's a success story. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what most people like holding on to, the success story. They was a part of his success story. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You don't feel
Nah, I got you. Nah, I was just going back. My mind was just going back to the battle. It would be doing that sometimes.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you on that, though. And I just feel like that's where it's at right now with Tay Roc. Like, he's arguably not going to do too much that's going to make the crowd go against him right now. Like on some Charlie shit, almost. You know what I mean? You know how Charlie can say some stuff that's just regular sometimes. He knows it's regular himself. You know what I mean? Correct, for real. And they just love it. You know what I mean? And then as long as he sometimes blow a little loud in their face, you know what I mean? They let him go with the sometimes when he blew the regular. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So he's headed in that direction too. You know what I mean? He's definitely heading, because he keep his shit, he keep his performance up, his energy is up. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? He got all that, man, and he's not forgetting, man. And I hate that everybody is harping on how he don't forget and don't stumble. Because I feel like that's when that shit comes, and that you know what? Yeah. And that's what's gonna kill him. Yeah. He stumbled one time, yo, they gonna forget he human. They gonna forget, like, you know what I mean, the 3 years of no stumbles for the one battle of a stumble or the one round of a stumble is gonna delete 3 years of no stumble.
You know, fans could be hard, man.
Can be? They hard.
They are. Period.
Facts, man. Facts. Yeah. But yo, I think though.
Gotta love the fans though. Don't mean to cut you off. Gotta love without the fans. You know what I mean? Battle rap wouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Without the supporters, none of us would be here right now. Exactly. You know what I mean? Well, I'm here as a supporter, whether you know it. I'm just a supporter with a voice, with a small voice.
That's why I'm, you know, straight up. Period.
You know what I mean?
You know,
a supporter with a small voice, man. Trying to get that voice heard. That's it, man. I think I speak for a lot of people, and I think I got an inside look on it that some people might not see it. And some people might disagree, some people might agree, and I'm here for both of them. I'm here for people that agree and disagree.
If you disagree, say something. Tell him he wrong.
That's it.
That's what he's saying.
No, it ain't even that. I mean, because that's your right to disagree. You know what I mean? True. You can disagree. That's what keeps it battle rap. That's what keeps it going. You know what I mean? Not everybody. If everybody agreed with me, then it'd be too one-sided. You know what I mean? That'd be whack. You know what I mean? But I know what I'm talking about, regardless of what they think. No, let me stop. But I'm just saying though, that battle all together though, I mean overall was a dope battle though. I didn't really like the second round from DNA. DNA kind of well, I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I did. It just was. It didn't live up to the expectations of the first round. You know what I'm saying? The second round and the third round towards the end, it was was like, you know, it was over with.
Yeah.
In my perspective, it's like he lost his one. No, it just seemed like he didn't want to battle no more. It wasn't even about bar. Like most of this is what I'm talking about. Not even bar related.
He turned around with his back to the crowd, like he wasn't even feeling the crowd. You ain't noticed that?
Oh yeah,
body language mean a lot too. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Like he's had his back to the crowd most of the time. Like, come on, yo, let's just do this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I
don't know. Like I told you, he might be one of the new bad guys. I'm telling you, yo. If not, I'll give you an idea, my nigga.
Yeah,
basically, it's about that time. Become the bad guy in battle rap, my nigga. You feel me? But yo, I'm just gonna say Tay Roc was basically consistent though. Other than the little, you know, the little stops from the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
He was basically consistent every time. Know what I mean?
You say that's what that is. I'm telling you what your wife said it was. That he was carrying on. That's light.
No, but that was he wouldn't have the opportunity to say it's light if they didn't cut him off.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? If they ain't cut him off, he wouldn't have had the opportunity. A couple times in his bars he got written. And that's like,
you think
like once or twice. No, sometimes no. It was
he's supposed to deliver it right there.
You know what I mean? Sometimes he said, some light bars, and then he just keep flowing, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I know like that.
But other than that, every other reason was because he got stopped. Yeah, every other time he said light bars because he got stopped. I'm sure of it. You know what I mean? Cause it would be, I'm gonna be honest, and that's my nigga. You know, I like Tay Roc too. Yeah. If he was purposely stopping so he could say that's light, he's crazy. He's fucking up his battle. You know what I mean? And I know he wasn't doing that though. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yo, salute. Hold up. Salute. I just got a text that I'm gonna get taken to dinner. Salute to the person that's paying the check. Appreciate that. But that's another story. Overall, I'm gonna give it to Tay Roc. 2-1.
I agree.
Maybe 3-0.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be mad at the person that say 3-0.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? But I'm gonna give it to him 2-1. I'm gonna say the first round goes to DNA. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's just how we gonna put it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rocking with the Bar Critic Show on Non-Fiction Radio. Gotta love it. Yeah. You now rocking with the best. You know it's way better than the rest. Repeat that and say it with your chest. Broadway, you know I got the crazy flow. And I brought the bars to the Bar Critic Show on Non-Fiction Radio. You gotta love it. How we going straight to the top, nothing above it. I'm a monster, so of course shout out the monster. Every track I hop on, yeah, I go bonkers. My flow, the Superman of the game.